I love when we fucking make up. I love you. It's breakdowns and breakups. They say we fucking too much, but I love when we arguing and make up. Come here. I love you. Breakdowns and breakups.
This hard. You right too though.
Breakdowns and breakups. I like when we fuss and we fuck. You think I'm fucking with other hoes, but that's what's up. Shut your mouth and suck me up. You already know what's up. We can fuck hoes together, ain't no sense in letting up. But you know I'm fucking up, getting drunk off double cups. And I love your attitude when you walk bubble butt. Go ahead and pucker up, double up, I double dutch. And you mine forever. Ain't no sense in breaking up. Breakdowns and breakups.
That's hard. Perfect song for a perfect topic. You hear me? You already know, man. It's me, Breadbaggg with 3 G's, Jones. You already know everything. You hear me? And we here with the lovely
Keish the Don. Hello, everybody.
How everybody doing out there today, man? I hope everybody blessed. But before I go any further, right? Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell button, get notified, because you want to hear us pop our shit. Ain't that right, boo?
Yes, that's
Tell them
right.
again what to do, babe.
Hit the like,
hit the
share,
subscribe, and
follow,
that bell.
all of that.
All of that.
All in love.
All that, man. We gonna get right into what we already know, right? That song, right, man? Make sure that, man, listen, this is for all you toxic motherfuckers out there, right? This for the people that's toxic, that's in toxic situations. This for people that's in toxic relationships. This for people that just toxic, man. Make sure you go download or stream that song, man. It's called Breakdowns and Breakups, man. By me. Damn, it is. That shit by me.
It's the perfect song to go with the topic.
Period. Today we're gonna talk about like what everybody go through, but we're gonna put a little more emphasis on it because we got personal experiences with this topic. You know what I mean? For real, like we gonna make fun of the situation because like not by far toxic relationships and toxic situations, it ain't nothing really funny about them because people really do end up getting hurt.
Yeah.
And some people eventually die behind that shit, especially if they don't get out. So I'm just making light of my situation because it's funny now that I did get out of that shit because it was real. Like, and I know y'all probably thinking like, his big ass? Yes. I was in I'm talking about, man, listen. But you know, like, Keish tell you how tight, baby.
Yeah.
That toxic shit ain't what's up, is it, boo?
No. No. So, when you think about, what's the first word when you hear someone say toxic, what's the first thing you think about?
Ugh. Like nasty, like corrupted, toxic for real, like poison. Like just ain't good for you. Ain't nothing toxic good for you.
You know what I think? When I hear toxic, the first thing I think about is unhealthy.
Yeah, damn. That's live.
It's unhealthy. So,
like pork. Damn.
we're talking about toxic relationships. We're not talking about
comparing the two though.
But that's no comparison. Can we just let's just stay on topic for today? But as far as like toxic, I believe that everybody does have a hint of toxic in them. Now, whether they do it or display it, that's called self-control. But everybody has been toxic before.
True.
When I'm talking about toxic, I'm talking about going through the phone, popping up, fighting, being aggressive, all of that crazy stuff that, you know, not everyone, but has done. But I think with it being unhealthy, it's like it's becoming cool to be toxic, like the blue face and
Christine Rock.
Yeah, like that's like the norm, like.
Right. And that's, I mean, I do agree with that because like what they seeing, but behind closed doors, you can see she unhappy for real.
The baby. They
really be unhappy, man. Like I just see from what I see because I understand like the unhealthiness behind the toxic relationship because I was in one. I know my baby was in one too though, you know what I mean? But like when I hear toxic, like just because that's her input, like when I hear it, I just hear like, ugh. Like because like at the end of the day, like ain't nothing good, what's good coming out of toxic? On some real shit, ain't nothing good coming out of it. Mm-hmm. Like and then like toxic, like if you want to break it down to layman science terms, when you unhealthy, right? That means your blood flow different, the way you think different, the way you move different, the way you act different. You just you really not you. And I was in some shit like that with a motherfucker, but it's funny now because like I ain't know it was toxic at the time. I thought it was funny at first, like, cause it really was. I'm thinking like, man, I'm a nigga, man.
Some
like,
dudes think that's a turn on though. I be on social media and dudes be like wanting girls to be like, yes, babe, do this or slash my tires. The girls like to get choked and
cause what they think that
or like the Ari situation where she was like, not to cut you off, she was like, yeah, I want a nigga to pull a gun out on me. You know,
but that ain't love. They think that's love though. Like back in the day, right? Like I ain't gonna say back in the day. I just remember like when men used to beat on women, right? It used to be women that really thought like, damn, that nigga love me, like for real, cause that's toxic though. Cause in reality, it's women out there, right, that really done died, or they got fucked up, brutally hurt behind a man, putting their hands on them just with the thought process, like, man, this nigga love me though. Like if he don't put his hands on me, he don't love me. That's when you know like. The toxic done fucked with your brain cells because you accepting that now for real. That's what poison do to your system. A lot of poison, like snakes, when a snake bites you, right? They say it travel through your bloodstream, and your brain is the last thing it attack. That's I mean, that's a great comparison.
Such a smart thing. And it's also men that's affected by toxic women who behind bars for false allegations and you know, bitches playing games and niggas is dead behind that and called their brother.
Right.
And now they brother wanna kill their boyfriend and you know and that's the number one thing that if you wanna be for real, niggas beef about. It don't be about money, it don't be about kids.
It be about a woman.
Yeah, in a toxic situation.
And that's real shit. Like a man will tell behind a woman. It ain't his kids or nothing. A nigga have 50 kids. And the first thing come out is, bro, I can't leave my bitch out here, bro. What y'all on, bro? You got 50, bro. I can't leave my bitch out here, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's how it be. You be like, oh shit. But it's so, like, that mean the toxic levels is so high. Like, and like, my experience, right, I had a toxic relationship where it was like, I was with a motherfucker, like, and it was crazy because like I'm just giving y'all my personal experience behind it because like it's really funny now because like that person was so like, and I don't blame that person. I really blame that person's past because this is such thing as semen demons. And you got men that's toxic that really like when you release yourself, that's energy. That's a form of energy going into whether it's bad, negative, for real. Like, it's babies that come out demon child. Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't like I'm lying, and I ain't saying trying to downplay the person or nothing, but it's just my experience and my personal, like, but I ain't no doctor, but shit, I could break that shit down, because I understood just off all the demons that was just running around. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was a presence where I felt like, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, like, something wrong with this person, but you know, at first it was love because, like, I ain't had shit. I ain't about to sit here and lie. I'm fresh out the goddamn gate. I ain't had nothing really going on. I'm trying to really find my mark on this earth. So, at the end of the day, anybody that paid me a bit of attention, I felt like that was love at the time. So, I probably was looking for toxic shit myself because I stayed with this person a little longer than what I was supposed to. You know what I mean? My baby can attest to that. Like, but it's funny now because like, I was in some shit to the point where like I had to literally like, I was scared to eat, scared to sleep. Like a motherfucker had me so spooked where I ain't know what the fuck was going on. Like, and I knew like, nah. I remember one day, man, y'all remember, man, I'm talking about, bro, I remember one day, bro, I was just sitting in the bed, man. And I heard a motherfucker come in, bro. I'm talking about, my body got so stiff. I felt like that one movie when dude was, man, he was just stuck. Please, Lord, don't let this bitch do nothing to me, man. Like, I kept praying, because I really, and I'm joking about it now because, like, it's funny, but, like, man, that shit real, man. Like I was really, like, I lost so much weight, man. I was the same size of a blow pop. Imagine a blow pop. I got a big-ass head with a little-ass body. She'll tell you, I get around her and really eat. But when I'm in that environment, man, I ain't eat. I'm talking about, and I'm on 10. It's to the point, like, I start growing eyes right here because I had to watch everything because it was that deep for real, though. Like, and I can laugh about it now because now, like, it's the growth behind it. Like, I really got out of that, though, man. I really knew deep down the inside if I'd have stayed there any longer, I was either going to be back in jail or dead. For real. And I'm glad I ain't released nothing in that person. Like, man, I'm really glad because, like, men, if you coming in a situation toxic, right, and just think about it, right, it's in your body. So what you eat, you are who you eat. So when you release that shit inside of a woman, man, like, be prepared to, like, what come with that shit, man, because some women turn into what you are. For real. A demon. Like, G shit.
I think with me, I'm going to go a whole different route. My loyalty rolled over into toxicity. What I mean by that is I'm a loyal person. So when I was dealing with someone for like almost 4 years, they had kept going in and out of jail. Like, but I'm so loyal as a person. My mind is like, I ain't about to leave nobody fucked up, and I'm gonna make sure shit's straight. I'm one of them type of females that it ran over to me being in a very unhealthy domestic violence, toxic situation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not glad I went through it, but I'm glad I went through it because I also learned from the situation. So I learned what to accept, what not to accept, and also what to, I healed. And that's another thing. People don't, when they leave these toxic situations, you really got to detox, man, before you go on to the next person. Because,
wait, say that, hold on, babe. That's so deep. When you in these toxic relationships, you heard what say that again.
You got to detox before you go to another situation because it just carries over.
How though, babe? Like, tell them. There's women out there right now on some G shit. There's women out there right now. Right now, whether you tuned in or not, there's women out right now that's really going through that's toxic. Mm-hmm. Tell them, babe, how you detox that?
Well, the first thing you do is, you pray to whoever, you pray to. But for me, I think I'm a vision person. So I drew, like, with me in a circle, and I just drew things around that I knew that I wanted and that I didn't want. So I had to really see it before, you know what I'm saying, can do it. And also, I had something to live for. I had to remember that somebody's looking up to me. Right. So that was another thing. My child at the time made me realize, like, okay, you know what I'm saying, this ain't gonna fly. And it's not an overnight process. Like I said, I was on lock for 4 years. So it's definitely a process. But like I said, I learned a lot from that situation. I learned what not to accept, what to accept, what to look for, and but I definitely don't think it's cute.
And one thing, hell nah, that shit ain't cute.
People are our age,
and it's people our age, and that's G shit though. Like it's people really like she said, she was trapped, man. She was free to roam the world, but she was really trapped. Like, you know what I mean? Because her loyalty had her trapped because it was just, that's how she was raised. You see what I'm saying? And there's women out there right now that's loyal. Like, it's women out there right now that got a nigga that's locked up and is still toxic. Like, that's deep. Like, and that's a toxic relationship, right? Because on the simple fact, we like, say you out here, right, and a man in jail. And you said, a man in jail, just peep that, man in jail. I'm talking about, been in there years. And you out here really, like, fighting other women or vice versa, men. You don't think that's toxic? Especially if you got kids and shit. Like, you know how tacky and toxic that is? Like, my detox was this because she said she a visual person. Me, I'm more like I'm a physical person. Like, I lost everything behind that toxic situation. Like, she'd tell I was fucked up. Like, I said that man, I was fucked up, man, financially. I wasn't fucked up mentally because I'm so strong, but I was just blessed that I got out of that, though. I'm talking about, like, hey, I gotta say one more thing, right? Like now, like for real, man. Like, and that person, right? I just want to grow for them. That's it, though. Like, and I don't wish nothing bad, ill on them or nothing. Like, and they still be fucking with me sometimes, man. Like, and I don't. That's how toxic that shit is. Like,
it still carry on 3 years.
Man, 3 years later, man. I'm talking about like it gets to the point where motherfuckers out there creating ghosts just to fuck with me.
That's
like,
deep, though.
Like for real. But see. What I learned though, like when you believe in something, can't nothing fuck with you, man. And I understood, like, and I still understood that person to this day. It's funny now, because I find humor in it, because I got out of that, man. I feel like one of those women. Man, that really got out of something, and I just prayed, like, yes. Because I watched it unfold and unravel, like, damn, man. Like, my detox was this. I had to lose it all to get it back. Mm-hmm. Like, I was really like on something, like, man, she'll tell you, man, I was really like pissed, man, because I really was giving this person some power over me that shouldn't have it. Not mentally. It was the emotional power, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was really giving somebody some type of power. But I thought about it one day, like, man, bruh, it's not bad. Look what you got. Come on, man, look what I got. You hear me? Like this was my detox. Ain't nothing like some chocolate butterscotch tea. You hear me? My Chinese chocolate, man, for real, man. This was my. Listen, I used to call it. This is another funny thing, right? Because it's funny. Like, and I ain't saying this to downplay nobody that's going through any toxic relationships, right? But I went through something really in life, like far as prison, foster homes, and all that. So like, if you don't find humor in what you've been through to get to where you're going, you always gonna be stuck on what you've been through. You ain't gonna never really be able to get to where you're going because you still mad about shit that, man, listen, let that shit go. That's for everybody out there that's being, if you going through toxic shit right now, if you with somebody that's toxic, you know it ain't going nowhere. I promise you it ain't gonna go nowhere. That shit not cute. If you fuck with somebody just for the internet and some likes and some loves, realize, right, we not your friends. We sitting there talking shit about you, judging you. We not your friends. I'm just being blunt. Like, so a lot of people really stay with Aaron. You got a lot of people that stay with people that's toxic because like they feel like I ain't.
People are afraid to be alone, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Women, and I hate to say this, sometimes women when we get of a certain age, and we got a whole bunch of kids, and our body ain't what it used to be, women be settling. Like they be settling like
for John to push carts.
And niggas too, when niggas ain't got no emotion. When they ain't got, they settle as well. So it's like
big snack baby,
and be doing all that front on the internet, and you got 100 likes, but you at home, you ain't smiled in 7 years.
Damn, 100 likes ain't smiled. That's why I love her, man. Like, and that's just like we build like her top man. I'm talking about we really like we really build on. I done seen her toxic shit. Like, and you just
I
be
was
like
very toxic back in the day. Like
I used to be, I ain't that. I was one of those I was a manipulative toxic person. I was the type of person where like I felt like because I was getting money, like, and I looked good, so it was more like I used all that to my advantage. Like, man, you know what? Like, and I had a gift of gab. I knew how to talk. I was the type of toxic where I could talk a mannequin into walking out the store with this outfit on with me. For real, I was toxic because I thought that shit was cute. Like, cause when I grew up around, like my role model used to call women bitches. Mm-hmm. That was the first stage of learning how to be toxic. For real, the person I looked up to, he disrespected women so much, and they responded in a way with so love, where it was like, so hold on, I ain't gotta do the roses or red violets or boo. I could just say, bitch, come here, and I can't, and I ain't sitting there downplaying him. But the person he grew up around disrespect. You know what I mean? It's that trend you gotta break. I refuse. My daughter will. I can't go, man. Like I can't, and I say that proudly because like we ain't sitting here like the whole basis of us speaking on this. Like I ain't trying to downplay it. I find humor in it. You know I like to laugh, but I was once a toxic person. You feel me? I was, man, and I regret some shit that I ever been because that mean being toxic.
What's the most toxic thing you ever did?
Man, I was so toxic, man. I remember a motherfucker wanted to shoot, they kill themselves behind because I was so toxic for real. A motherfucker really was trying to like put my gun to they shit and was really like on some, cause I ain't give a fuck, man. I was that one type, like I ain't fuck you, like.
I'm about to say,
like, and that shit, like I'm just being personally, like, and that's a part of me where like I can give it to y'all now because like I'm glad that person ain't do that, and I'm glad like a motherfucker really grew off that because I was a childish nigga, man, like, and I understood. I felt like I was supposed to dominate a woman. I ain't felt like a woman was beneath me. I always felt like, listen, if I'm doing this, you gotta do this. And that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Ain't no 50-50 in no relationship, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no, like, only, when I said it, I mean 100. We ain't talking about financial. We talking about emotions. Like, I cannot, like, even my woman, everything 100. Like, you know, they got this little 50-50 shit that we been hearing about going on, but we don't believe in math in our relationship. It's everything always add up with us. It ain't no 20, 30, 80, 20, 60, 40, 70, 30. It's us. You hear me? Where she slack at, I pick up at. Where I slack at, she pick up at. She don't got my back, she got my side. Like, she don't watch my back. We watch each other's life. We ain't sitting there trying to, cause there's times where I go through something and she getting through it with me, and it's vice versa. So like, we just was like, what we threw into the universe, basically, that's what I'm saying. We got back, cause we ain't nothing but a big ball of energy, and like we went through something, and God put us together. Like whatever you believe in, like they put us together so we can give y'all our story. Like, and I ain't saying that shit to make a motherfucker be like, damn, he was that bad. Yeah, hell yeah. But I could take my shit on the chin and really know like that. I really grew from that person.
I was violent. When you be in a domestic violence relationship,
you turn into that person.
Yeah, I was violent. Like I was the one that was gonna hit you, be in your face. I really thought that, right. You know, I had, you know, when men describe it like, oh, you act like a nigga. Yeah. That was me. Period. That was me, and it really took for me to really sit back when I was by myself, like, yo, I was violent, and also meet a man that I didn't have to do that with. When I met you, it helped me embrace me being more feminine. So I didn't have to be hardcore and rough around the edges all the time. But I am two different people. She from
New York. When she get mad, oh man, she get to talking like you.
I'm like, bro, you call me Remy Martin.
You be like, where that come from? Talk about shit. Yo, B, I'm getting tight, son. It's just,
when I put on my Kim, if I put on my Kim, my Trina, or my Kaya,
we balance each other out so much. We're like I know when it's all right, man. All right, babe.
You know.
Because at the end of the day, like we understand that. That's only a point in time. Like, why would we let that drag on forever? For real,
right.
People don't understand this, right? That point in time can go on forever. Mm-hmm. That's just that one point in time where you could have just been like, man, you know what? For real, like
it can save your life too.
That violence in the relationships, man, like that's not a player, man. Like, only thing you should be beating up is that goddamn kitty bitty. You know what I'm talking about, man. That's the only thing for real. Like even with women is not cool to put your hands on me, and that's. We got kids.
You gotta stop that, because y'all, you know what, and it rolls over to your kids. And then
you're gonna regret it later, because the more you act like that man, when you get another man, you gonna act like that man. A man don't want to be with another man.
No.
For real. Man, listen. We've been together 3 years and we still learning. Don't get me wrong. Some of that toxic shit, we ain't got that shit in our household no more. But we still, because it's still some parts of her I'll be like, babe, I don't like that. And it's still parts of me where she be like, babe, I don't like that. But we able to literally write it down. Sometimes people write that shit down and bring it to the table before you think about it. Just write it down, because once it's wrote, you ain't gonna forget it. Mm-hmm. Babe, that's how I feel. Be transparent. Like, I'll talk to my woman. She know all my like deep thoughts, man. Like, my baby really know me. Because I gave her that chance, because coming from something that was that goddamn deep to be with something this deep, I'm glad I went through it, man. Like, and I'm glad that person's full of medicine right now, because they need it. For real. If you out there, you watching this, man, I want you to understand this, man. No hard feelings, man. I'm not toxic. Take that shit on. Leave me be. Okay. For real.
Leave him be. But listen, how you feel about the 50-50 joint? Do you feel like
far as financially, right? Like, people go through shit. And I said our love ain't based on math. But me personally, like, some people, like, it's women out there, right? I understand you cook, you clean, them the necessities. You would do that shit if you was alone.
Right.
So, that, miss me with that shit. When you with somebody, right? And you gotta understand this, right? If you get with somebody, you feel like, oh, you can get with a nigga that's rich. Air quotes. And then, like, something happen. Anything can happen, man. That's one thing about life. Shit happens. So if you feel like the 50-50, I'ma leave that nigga if he can't pay a bill. Listen to mama. You ain't gonna never have love. You're always gonna be getting fucked on. You're gonna be like a trash bag ass sock. You know what happened to socks? They get worn out. Name a sock that been around for years. I ain't got not one pair of sock in my closet that I can say, I had this motherfucking sock for like 4 years. For real. Opposed to like something that's genuine, like, so, or I ain't based on man. It be times we be like, babe, I got this. Because most of the time, that's what a man do. We protect and we provide, but we don't come in there with that thought process. I feel like should nobody come in there, like, that's like counting a nigga pockets or like, it shouldn't be, can you provide? But that's the life we in, because niggas lead with money. Some niggas lead with money. Like, I could do this, I could do that. Nah, lead with yourself. And you can't be yourself, because eventually a woman gonna have to know you is. A mirror, it's always a mirror that you gotta look in. I don't give a fuck who you think you is outside your thumbs. You always gotta look in that mirror. So when you with somebody, right, 50-50, that's cool. 100-100, that's cool. 80-20, that's cool. It shouldn't even be it should just be, bad, I got this.
Because I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna put y'all niggas on game.
Talk that shit,
you a nigga,
Keish.
you on social media, if you see any chick that's talking about they ain't going 50-50, you better not fuck them. Because if you a street nigga, shit gets slow.
Shit gets slow.
So that chick that's talking about they ain't going 50-50 and all that, is over. She out the door.
Where's she gonna be going, babe? To the next nigga that got
the next nigga
100 likes.
Money. Yeah.
That's just how that shit be. So
you women are silly, especially if you got a good man.
Man, so no, I don't believe in a 50-50. I believe in, don't come at it with numbers. Come at it with like a vision. Like, okay, like, have his back if you need it. Have her back if she need it. And just be there for each other. You know, because 7 days out the week, everything ain't always gonna be perfect. It's 52 weeks in a year. You might be off 7 or 8 of them weeks. You see what I'm saying? Like, but now if a nigga just continually stay there and you taking care of and vice versa, nah, because we in a different era now where it's too much ways to get money. There's too many ways to get money. You can put your feet on live every day and get money. Mm-hmm. So it's ain't no excuse for no numbers. That's just how I feel. You know what I mean? And what you think about, wait a minute, before we go, right? Hey, That Kanye West shit, right? I'm still Team Ye, right? Because he a free thinker, right?
That nigga weird.
But, man,
he
you can't.
done it for me.
Hey, this is what I feel about the Chris Paul situation. Chris Paul can't dunk, so why not dunking her? That's what she for,
This
Kanye.
man so salty that he ratted out another nigga.
Over some ass, Kanye. Listen, Kanye, you knew what you was getting into, right? When you listen, Ray J, listen, bro, she's a freak. The whole family's a freak. What they said? What's that one Amigo song? I know she's a freak. I know that she freaky.
Man, he dumb.
Leave that. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Him and the baby. I don't condone ratting no other nigga out just
over some ass.
Yeah, that make
you really know. That let you know, like, man, Kim, whatever Kim got between her legs, man, can't be pot roast. Cause you going crazy over that shit, man. I'm talking about let her be, bro. You a free thinker, bro. Like he's a control freak, so he wants to have control over the situation. That's why he acting like that, because he doesn't have any more control. He used to dress her and all that. Like, he used to put her clothes together. He got part on of Skims. Toxic. That's toxic.
But hey, he's a Gemini.
That's what I'm saying. Oh man, that's my baby.
His ex-girlfriend's a Gemini, and I'm a Gemini.
She know it all, y'all. Keish the Dawn.
Yeah, go for me.
Listen. But the G shit, right? If you really going through this, like that toxic shit, like, if you like it, go ahead, stay in that shit.
Get out of the situation. That's the message, man.
That's what I'm saying. Get out of it, but still though, like I'm not trying to sit here and deter nobody from something. Just learn from it. Every mistake you get to learn from it, for real. Because everything you go through, you got to get somewhere. I say that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, get through that shit, man. If you still going through it, man, hopefully after this you can learn. Look what she been through. Look what I've been through. I can smile at that shit now. You know what I mean? It's worth it. Like for real, man. But don't forget to hit that like button, that bell, bing. You know you want to hear me talk my shit, man. And I got my baby with me. Keish the motherfucking dinner.
Yes.
Make sure till next time, man. I love y'all, man. Talk about me personals, man.
Go follow me, Keish the Don on Facebook, Keish the Don 22 on Instagram. Go follow him as well. See
how quick she just changed her shit? I told y'all.
I'm chilling.
The camera, that's my baby, bro. That was the Remy Ma. And watch me. This my. Go follow me. Breadbaggg Jones on all platforms.
Breakdowns and breakups. Breakdowns and breakups. I like when we fuss and we fuck. You think I'm fucking with other hoes, but that's what's up. Shut your mouth and suck me up. You already know what's up. We can fuck hoes together, ain't no sense in letting up. But you know I'm fucking up, getting drunk off double cups. And I love your attitude when you walk bubble butt. Go ahead and pucker up.